The wheat has yet to ripen when my grandma, Julia Simon, appears to me in a dream. There will be a plague of locusts in the autumn. Sell off the produce and raise fish to ensure the family has income. I, Vanessa West, convince my parents to harvest the wheat for grain and feed before irrigating the fields to raise fish. Then, a severe drought strikes and the fish die, leaving my family drowning in debt. We're at a loss to know what to do. Then, Grandma appears in my dreams again. There are gold bars buried under the oak tree on the hill at our old home. Selling them will sort out our debts and leave you with money to spare. After telling my father, Alan West, this, he digs up a whole crate of heroin. The police happen to be staking out the area. They have him arrested, thinking that he means to buy the drugs. For the amount he gets caught with, he faces life imprisonment. My mother, Hannah Smith, is unable to bear the sight of this and faints on the spot. Again, Grandma appears to me in a dream and offers guidance. Dr. Hank Vance at Central Hospital can cure her. If you don't hurry, she'll be in danger. Desperate to save my mother, I threaten Dr. Vance with my life, and he agrees to operate on her. Then, my boyfriend gets into a car accident and urgently needs treatment. However, he succumbs to his injuries due to my asking for Dr. Vance. In the meantime, Mom doesn't receive treatment in time. As she is dying, Mom weeps, asking me why I ruined the entire family. Then, she passes away on the operating table. My boyfriend's parents think I am responsible for their son's death, and they stab me 18 times. While being rushed to the emergency room, I see Grandma again. However, she is grinning maliciously as she plunges a knife into my heart, mimicking the stabs I got from real life and giving me a ruptured heart. I died without understanding why Grandma's appearances led to my family's end. I open my eyes and find out that I've returned to the day Grandma told me to sell our crops. Chapter 1. Vanessa West, remember that there will be a locust plague this autumn. It'll be a waste to plant wheat. You should harvest the saplings, sell them for silage, and use that money to make a fish pond. It'll be more profitable. I jolted awake. This familiar dream made me realize I had truly returned to the past. However, I didn't intend to tell my parents. I rolled over and went back to sleep. In my past life, my grandmother, Julia Simon, appeared to me in a dream, warning me about the locusts. She told me that I had to tell my father to harvest the crops early, sell them, and get a fish pond with the money. Grandma doted on me, so I believed her implicitly and immediately told Dad about the locust plague. Since my father, Alan West, injured his hand while working, our family's only source of income was tending to the few acres of farmland we had. It didn't just support our family, but it also funded my education. We could not afford to take any risks. I was initially fretting over how to convince Dad about the dream since it was quite far-fetched. Yet, Dad chose to believe me unconditionally. He harvested the wheat and used the money to raise fish. When the villagers mocked him, he stood proudly and said, "Vanessa is a college student. She knows better than I do." How could I, her own father, not trust her? Yet, reality dealt me a crushing blow. When autumn came, there wasn't a single locust, let alone a whole swarm. Instead, we had the worst drought of the century. Dad frantically tried to prevent the fish pond from drying up, but due to the relentless heat, the young fish ended up dying from overheating. Dad fell ill, and our family lost everything. My mother, Hannah Smith, was so worried that she couldn't sleep at night. However, she still forced herself to smile and comforted me when she saw me, telling me not to blame myself. I was remorseful, but Grandma appeared in another dream to guide me. "Vanessa, go to the oak tree at the hill behind the house. Your grandpa buried gold bars there years ago in case of emergencies. Now's the time to dig them up." I told my parents this excitedly. Without a word, Dad grabbed a shovel and headed to the hill. Sure enough, he uncovered a crate. But when he opened it, he found that it wasn't filled with gold bars but heroin. Before Dad could even understand what was happening, he was arrested on the spot. The police were lying in wait, and they mistook him for a buyer. Due to the severity of the case, we were even denied visitation. The investigating officers revealed that due to the sheer quantity of drugs he was caught with, he was very likely to face life imprisonment. Under the weight of this devastating blow, Mom collapsed and lost consciousness. The diagnosis revealed that she had acute heart failure. I wept myself into unconsciousness at Mom's bedside. That was when I saw Grandma again in a dream. "Go to Central Hospital and seek out Dr. Hank Vance. Only he can save your mother. Hurry, or she'll never recover." I rushed. If you want to read the full story, head over to my profile.